The Tragedy of the Commons by Vincent Yang. What is the tragedy of the commons? The tragedy of the commons is a problem where each individual in the community tries to reap the greatest benefit from a common shared resource. As each individual consumes an increasing quantity of the resource, that resource will eventually become depleted and entirely unusable forever. A family of 3 has just gone on a camping trip. They each bring their own devices and in total 9 portable chargers. For the next few days, the teenager who spends the most time on his device notices that he has already gone through 3 chargers, his limit, but needs to charge his phone. He takes another, thinking that wouldn't hurt. The mother and father do notice this and think to themselves, because it's okay for my son to do it, it must be alright for us to do it as well. This goes on until all the chargers run dry. Now within a day, the whole entire family's devices are all out of battery. They quickly pack up and get into the car due to this crisis to leave. But the problem is that their car is broken and won't start. The son gets his phone and says he'll call 911 to get some help for everyone. But then when he turns his phone on, it dies. Because of this and his unreasonable usage of his phone, they cannot get help to get out of the forest. Then the whole family realizes that because of their greed for their phones and unreasonable distribution of the chargers, that they cannot get help. Because of this problem, the question arose, is there any way to prevent this from even happening in the first place? One solution is to give each person an equal amount of portable chargers that they can use with a limited and equal amount for everyone, so there will be no inequalities and makes them use their devices carefully, also known as equal distribution. The second solution is to regulate exactly how much time each individual is allowed to spend on their devices in one day. With this regulation, people won't quickly use up all their batteries in one day. To enforce this rule, there can be punishment to back up this. Confiscation of the device for one whole day is one example. The final solution is to have regular checkups on how many chargers each person has used. By setting a quota on how many chargers they can use and checking to make sure that they don't exceed their limit, this will prevent the overuse of chargers. And this is the tragedy of the commons.
Created using Powtoon.